Here's my note card with quotations. And all right, Samuel Fox live speech. Here's my live crew. You guys can say
There we go.
good.
Yeah, that one's me.
All right, names.
Jacob Meyer. Justin
All right. Let that focus. I think that'll be good. Down a little bit. Real professional. And my speech today will be on the state of the telecommunications market. Now, the number of devices that have telecommunication connectivity grows exponentially day to day, from thermostats in houses to smoke detectors in businesses. Each of you have a device that can send via telecommunications without you realizing, from the smartphone in your pocket to the computer on your desk. So the state of the market is affected by the new technologies to the businesses within the market itself. So I want to take a look at one of the biggest changes in broadband connectivity within the last couple of years, and that is the use of optical fiber to transfer data. Now, according to a 2013 article by Sebastian Kopp on news.softpedia.com, he states that optical fiber can transfer data at 99.7% the speed of light. That's 10 terabytes per second. That's 1,000 times faster than the current standard in today's telecommunications market. Granted, that test was done in a vacuum setting, but it shows the potential that we have with the new and upcoming systems. You, as a consumer, will be aware of fiber with the rolling out of Google Fiber, which is being done in remote cities across the U.S. This is one of the first times that optical fiber is being brought to a commercial level. We use it as backbone for larger networks in most business settings, but never to connect directly to a consumer. In a 2012 article on Faulkner by James Barr, he states, optical switches can lower the telecommunications cost by reducing costs of switching and transport by up to 70%. This decrease in cost can bring more service to you as consumers and lessen the cost of innovation and development on the production side. One of the biggest steps in production and standardization of devices was released just recently, actually. This past month, Apple released the iPhone 5S. Now, a lot of people don't like Apple devices or products in general, but you have to admire them because they've rolled out what is considered an experimental standard with their 5S program. Their Siri in that new phone uses something called multipath TCP. While that may not make much sense to most people, TCP is the connection that every internet device needs to send and receive data. TCP means Transmission Control Protocol. Now, in an article from CNET on this new experimental standard, it kind of goes into what it is. Multipath TCP, which has been an experimental standard since January at the beginning of this year, allows for data packets to be sent and received simultaneously across many interfaces. What's an interface? That can be anything from 3G to Wi-Fi to Ethernet to any other LAN link that you can connect a device to. That means your phone's connected to 3G, trying to download a website, but it's going slow. Then it can start pulling in packets from wireless as well. That ups your speed very exponentially. It's impressive, especially since this has become a standard in just a year. With these increases from mobile carriers or from mobile providers, the connection for carriers needs to increase as well. But that can't happen. The current state of the telecommunications market when it comes to mobile device carriers is appalling. We currently have an oligarchy system based mostly between Verizon and AT&T. You go out, most people either have Verizon or AT&T. Some will have Sprint, T-Mobile, or maybe a third-party system. But with these two being our main providers, we run into issues with lack of competition. Lack of competition does not spur innovation. In a 2012 article by Dr. Kathy Boysich in Faulkner, she states that the FCC must also enable companies to expand deployment in under and unserved areas by recognizing businesses with high potential for ROI, return on investment, and spur competition. It is recognized that in the professional market that without more competition in our mobile carriers, we're not going to get anywhere. According to Forbes, the US has the lowest service but highest cost for service. This will not get us anywhere. In Ohio, if you look at the broadband map, which is available at fcc.com, you will see that when you get into the Appalachian counties, there is no connectivity. Those cities out there don't have wireless connection, internet connection. They barely have landline use because you can't get it out there. So, with this, you can see that the changes in the telecommunication market can affect everyone on a day-to-day basis. And a lot goes into this, from the changes in broadband service with optical fiber to who can provide cell phone data and service. Now, I hope that's a clear enough overview for how telecommunication market affects you, and thank you for your time. Also there.